Family homelessness is the hidden homeless. By some counts, there are over 9,000 homeless families across LA County.
We are the #1 homeless population, the largest homeless population in the country. And that's just heartbreaking to think that there are children living on the street in Los Angeles County.
It could happen to anyone. He hit, punched, kicked, and at one time even stomped on my chest to try and make my heart stop beating. I moved in with the family and slept on the floor. At times I used a dog bed as my pillow. It is at Upward Bound House where people, individuals, and families restore their dignity. It is where the desire is reignited to move forward, to move out, to move past the conditions of poverty.
Upward Bound House provides 2 different facilities for homeless families: an apartment building in Santa Monica called Family Place and Family Shelter in Culver City. Family Shelter is the only program of its kind on the West Side, providing emergency housing for up to 90 days. Upward Bound House accommodates intact families with their own, safe, dignified, temporary apartment home in return for strict adherence to our program.
We look at each family's current structure and develop a case plan around what some of their weaknesses are so that we are able to provide the necessary tools.
The most useful tool was the 75% savings that you had to do every month. Had they not instilled that, I would not have been able to save over $2 grand.
Parenting classes helping me to learn to deal with my 14-year-old who's a 14-year-old in today's society that I don't understand.
When you go to kids' night, it's really fun and you get to meet a lot of new friends.
My youngest daughter, of course, loves it. You know, she gets to interact with other kids.
We also provide a fully equipped computer lab available for use with homework and educational games. Parents can look for work, housing, work on their resumes, and more. Upward Bound House also provides a food pantry. Residents shop for a week's worth of groceries for their family.
Another little kid said to me, he tugged on my sleeve and he showed me what was in his basket and he said, "I got everything I wanted."
And through a partnership with Google, Upward Bound House provides prepared meals nightly to families.
We had a lot of employees come to us and say that they wanted to do something special, that they wanted to give back to the community. And what I loved about Upward Bound House was the commitment that they have to the community.
We believe that Upward Bound House is one of the very best organizations in keeping homeless families off the street.
We've been very successful. We've been open since 1997 and we've served over 400 families and homeless children, their homeless children.
What Upward Bound House does is puts them in a position to achieve for themselves individual, self-sustaining families going forward.
And the Upward Bound House program works. 95% of these families are in their own permanent housing.
I met one of the mothers that recently joined the shelter with her 2 young children, and she had told me that she lost her job, had nowhere to go, was living in her car, and without the support of UBH, she wouldn't be able to get back on her feet and get her children, a roof over their head and food in their mouth.
It was a bad thing that could happen to us because we got our own place.
We provide aftercare programs to ensure the families meet with continued success.
It really helped him emotionally. His grades had really suffered during that time period.
To ensure they stay in their homes and stay off the street. The generous support of our donors, sponsors, corporate partners, and community resources fuel our proven, successful approach to drive families to independent living. And individual volunteers are welcome.
I'd say definitely get involved right away in any way you can. I mean, there's definitely a need.
We welcome and we really need and draw support from the volunteer community.
We need your help to help these families, to help these children stay off the streets. We need volunteers to work in our on-site thrift store, the food pantry, and to work in our food service program, or to participate in our larger scale programs like Adopt an Apartment. Our signature fundraising event is our annual Welcome Home Block Party. Corporate sponsors are an integral part of the success of this event, and it's an opportunity to recognize outstanding community leaders and success stories.
In June of 2010, my daughter sat in the audience as she does now, and she watched me walk across the stage at UCLA and get my degree.
We are Upward Bound.
We are Upward Bound House.
We are
Upward Bound House. We are
Upward Bound House.
We are
Upward Bound House.
Upward Bound House.
We are
Upward Bound House.
Upward Bound House.
We are Upward Bound House.
We are Upward Bound House.
Please join us. Anything you can do, giving of your time, talent, or treasure will help homeless families get off the streets into stable homes with bright futures.